Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and it is One Book July. So today is July 1st, and all my challenges, except the Hot and Sticky Writing Challenge, start today. That one I'm just continuing. What is One Book July? I'm going to leave you the 3 links for Claire from Romney's Realm, Miss Vicky B, and Carrie Harling. Their introduction videos. This has been going on for I think 3 or 4 years now. And what it essentially is that you reduce your planning to one book, one pen, 1 month. They're kind of flexible, but basically it's so that you can get back to the basics with your planning so you can simplify things. Now, I've tried it previously and I haven't succeeded. I learned quite a lot from participating in the challenge, but this is the first year that I really feel like things are actually going to go well for me. I was psyched about the times before because I really wanted to figure out what worked for me and get to the basics and stuff, but it just didn't work. I was using 3 traveler's notebooks. I had my writer's Bible, which is a bifold Jonelifish. I will insert pictures of what I had. I was using a trifold Jonelifish. These are both A5s, and it was my personal art one. And then I have my new one, which I was using as a spiritual traveler's notebook. This is the newest one, so it's the one that actually needs to be broken in. So I chose this one to use for One Book July so I could break it in so it can get lots of love and I can handle it a lot. My personal art traveler's notebook included my omni-journal in it. Now, the reason I called it an omni-journal in the beginning is because for the past couple of years, at least definitely the last year or more, I've been trying to combine sort of a Hobonichi, Fobonichi, bullet journal, smash book kind of thing into one book. No matter what I try to do with bullet journaling, unless I just use post-it notes, I end up drawing and art and stuff like that. And I didn't really want to do that in a Leuchtturm or the Rhodia because although they are awesome for fountain pen, not so great for watercolor, at least not for me. Other people seem to manage it. I can't. I'm a little too heavy-handed. I'm still a beginner. I needed something that I could use that was more like the Hobonichi with Tomoho River paper, but the Hobonichi only has 1 page per day. That won't work for me. 1, I write too big. 2, I write too much. And I love the way the Hobonichi is set up, but it's still 1 page per day. So it didn't really work. I knew what didn't work. I knew kind of what I wanted. So this time around, I decided to set things up in a way that might actually make sense for me, in a way that I thought would help me. I art journal. I don't really do acrylics. I haven't really learned very much about acrylics, but I do watercolor. I love watercolor. I'm learning. I thought, well, there's no way that I can get rid of all my supplies. 1 pen is not going to work. I have my new TWSBI Echo, and it has this in it, this gorgeous purple, I guess you can't read it. It's not coming up for some reason. It's violet Penzé, but it is just gorgeous. That purple ink inside there is gorgeous. What I have done is I went back to my platinum carbon desk pen, which has carbon ink in it. It's waterproof ink. I have these 2, and then I have a Pilot, which has just black ink in it. I don't think I'm going to switch out inks, really. I think I'm going to keep with the Violet for my regular journaling, and then the other 2 pens, the black, the carbon, which is the waterproof ink for drawing with, and then the other fountain pen for other stuff with. I do a lot of writing. So what I've done is switch mine around. I have 1 book, 1 bag. My bag, I will show you, has my pens in it. I reduced my art supplies down to some watercolor pencils and my 12 count of the Zig Clean Clear brushes, pencil sharpener, a few markers, pens, my scissors, my pencil sharpener, and a little Ziploc bag of my very favorite washi tapes and a few ephemera things. Traveler's kit. The rest of the stuff I'm not going to be touching. I wanted to reduce what I use so I could make the most of what I'm doing, so I could simplify things and get kind of back more towards basic. With version 2, you pick 1 project. I picked 2 challenges. A handwriting challenge, which is actually quotes from Dr. Seuss, and then the Doodle with Us in July challenge, which is drawing. Like today I drew a palm tree, and then I drew Dr. Seuss and wrote the quote on my page. I have a 2-page setup with the 31 days for the little doodle challenge with them written down, and then on each day in my journal I will do the Dr. Seuss quote and a little drawing of some kind of Dr. Seuss character, and that gives me a little bit of room not to have to do everything on one page for one, and two, kind of break up things because I like adding a quote every day to my journal page, but sometimes I have a hard time figuring out what quote. So this way I know I automatically have a quote, and if I think of another quote, I can add it too. It's not a big deal. That's what I'm doing. What I hope to get out of this, because I use so many different travelers notebooks, which I absolutely love my Jonelifishes. What I'm hoping really to get out of this though is to be able to set up, once I'm done with this, my traveler's notebooks in a much better way. To set them up so that they really work for me. And once I'm done, the omni-journal that I'm using, that I have combined my bullet journaling and my daily illustrate, sketch, smash your life kind of thing. I could technically use just that one book, technically, but I'm also participating in Project Me with Jenny Penton from Planner Perfect, and I have my spiritual insert, and then I have my writing insert. I broke it down to these 4 because that's the basic of what I do on a regular basis. I can add the YouTube blog stuff into the omni-journal. My writing though, I need a notebook for my writing. Otherwise, my omni-journal is going to get entirely too full. The morning pages journal is completely separate. It has nothing to do with this. I could actually write it on loose leaf paper and then trash it, but I don't like to throw mine away. I want to keep mine so that later on I can go through them and figure out things. So what I have basically broken this down to is the basics of the sections of my life. And if I can break it down into just these 4 notebooks, then once July is over with, when I plan out how to reset up my traveler's notebooks, they'll be a lot more functional. I'll have to buy new inserts, but that's okay. I like little notebooks like this. They're kind of thick. This is actually the one I took out of there that is my notebook for YouTube and blogs. I think what I'm going to do is break it down, and then each one of my traveler's notebooks will have no more than 4 inserts in them, because like this one will technically fit 6 or more inserts. It has 6 elastics for 6 inserts, but I don't have them in there because my omni-journal is entirely too thick for that. But I'm really excited about all of this. I have a lot of challenges going on, and I feel really good about the month of July. This is also my birthday month. I'm really happy and super excited. I'm going to turn the camera around. Thanks. This is what I have. This is the Jonelifish Traveler's Notebook. It is a trifold envelope style corset, and this is a pilot, and then I have the Twisby with the violet ink in it, Pilot Cocoona is what it's called. I have this Pilot Plumex, I have my platinum carbon pen. This is my drawing pen with the carbon ink cartridges. And then I have my Micron 02 pen and my Flair Papermate. I have 2 water brushes. And then what you're going to see in my bag, my one bag, is my Ziploc of my favorite washies, a little Ziploc bag of some ephemera. I have a notepad and post-its. I have my little mini scissors. This is what I use to put paint on from those brushes. I have my glue stick. I have my pencil sharpener. I have, like I said, the 12 count of the Zig Clean Color real brushes, my Sharpie pen, my crafter's tape. I have the set of these. I have the white, the gold, and the silver there and there. Extra water brush. I have all 3. I think there's a medium, the fine, and the large. I have my Inktense pencils. I think I have the 24 count, and I have the 12 count of the Prisma watercolor pencils. That's what's in here. See, there's the gold. And I have a Jelly Roll pen, and then I have a pencil. So that's all that's in there. These are what I'm using, and when I go somewhere like I'm doing today for my artist date, This is what I take. My daughter got me this bag for Christmas for my makeup. One bag was too small. I'm now using this, and I washed the cadoodles or caboodles bag, and this is my travel bag for when I go on artist dates or when I go somewhere or I go out of town and I want to travel. So let's open this up. So the first thing I have is one of these card holders. This one came from the Taroko shop, I believe, which is the same place I got my omni-journal from. The Mystique, which has Tomorrow river paper in it. This is Project Me. This is the insert. I thought about being artistic and drawing a cute little thing on there. I thought about it, but then I thought, you know, every time I open this up, every time I look at this, I want to see good things. I want positive affirmations. Stickers on there that made me smile. This says, be the best version of you. And I put some quotes here. This is the mind section. This is the body section. See, I did a cute little thing. I thought about putting her on the front. And then the spirit section, I did a quote. Not the best lettering, but I couldn't find my blue. And then, of course, after I finished it, I found the blue. I'm going to draw a little sail down here. And I made little tabs with the little hands pointing, the washi tape. And then in the back of there are just some post-it notes, these little tab things, a card, and some of these. This is my spiritual insert. It has like the stuff for the full moons. It's like a bit of a journal, that kind of thing. This is the little pocket calendars. There's July's. Not the major. I don't really write in this. I use this strictly to go by. And then this is my writing insert. I had an idea for the scene. It's cute. All the pieces of paper have this, which is this. And then this is my omni-journal. And with the plastic cover, it didn't really fit like very well in here. So I stuck this on the front of it for now. And July is set up a little bit different. We'll go through from where I stopped. Like that was Father's Day. Here's June 20th. You can see I was doing the bullet journal stuff here. I wrote out some stuff. This was Tuesdays. This was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is right now where we're at. Right here. I'm doing this right now. So I'm finishing this stuff up. And I have July right here. I have notes. This was Monday. And since it's Shark Week, I have a little shark. Somebody in the Bullet Journal Junkies group had drawn this. And I thought this was adorable. Because it's Shark Week, I have a little shark on all the pages where it's Shark Week. I have the laptop is going to be for my word count. Sometimes it'll be smaller, sometimes it'll be larger. I think sometimes it may even be a tip-in. We'll see. I just did some illustration of stuff that I did during the day. I did some sweeping and mopping, and I did some dishes. I did some stretches. I had some coffee. I wrote. I read. And then this was Tuesday. And there's a shark. Coffee, pool time, book time. I read, I wrote, I made crock pot meatloaf, I did some art, I cleaned the bathrooms. On Wednesday I did some laundry, some writing. I was gonna have a glass of wine with dinner. I did not. On Thursday there's another shark. I did different ones. I wrote, I had some coffee. You can see where I have these there. I drew out what's in my bag yesterday. I'm going to show you guys. I got to make a video of that, but so now I've showed you what's in my travel bag, but these are the items that are actually in my bag. My traveler's notebook. I drew the wrong pen case, but that's okay. When I did this, I was still going to use the other one. My passport traveler's notebook, which is my wallet. My field notes, which is my little mini writer's Bible. I have a small makeup bag. I have my little Lumix camera, which is a selfie camera. I have my cell phone and my tablet when I go on an artist date so that I can do whatever. I have whatever I need. I don't take my laptop unless I'm writing, and then if I'm writing, I don't take the tablet usually. I just take the laptop. So here's July's calendar. It is my birthday month. It is also my grandson's birthday month and one of my best friend's birthday months, my sister-in-law's birthday. It's a lot of, I have an uncle who's a birthday and an aunt who has a birthday. I haven't written them down on this because I didn't really want to put their names. But so you see I did the stars for 4th of July, but the rest of it's pretty much all about birthdays. Here are my June memories. I wrote some stuff down. Mr. Victor had a sleepover with me. I started trying new recipes. I had a date night. I did a journal flip. I am now at 77 followers, or more than that, I think, on Instagram. I have over 600 subscribers on YouTube. When I did this page, I had 600, but there's a little bit over that. I did the rainbow for Orlando. I got my new journal in. And then this is Hello July. And like I said, it's a birthday month. So I did a page for my morning routine, what is going on. I wrapped up June with things that happened and what I thought and stuff like that. And here is my doodle with us in July setup. There's my palm tree. Tomorrow I will do a little seagull. This is next week, starting on Monday. I realized when I did this that I should probably use the lighter colors, or I'm going to have to go through with my white pen and do the letters, because you can't really see the letters with the darker colors. How this set up, I changed it a little bit because I'm going to put my word count right here, so that way if I can't draw the little laptop, I will have written it right here, and at the end of the week I can do a total and put it on my log. This is today's page. See the Dr. Seuss I was talking about? I have to call my cousin. There's my shark, and then I have Saturday and Sunday set up. Weekends I don't really do quite as much, and so it'll be condensed. I don't have as long a to-do list on the weekends. Here is my camp is hot and sticky, so my word count total will go here. What my word count for the day will go here. My total word count will go here. And then here's Mondays, and I don't know yet what I'm going to put right here. Probably see I set this up so that I can do the weather right here. And this could be when I go to sleep. This could be when I wake up. And then I can do the weather right here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right there. I don't know if I'm going to do a little arrow, or if I might do the face for what mood I'm in. I don't know how the day went. That is what I have set up for this so far. How I'm going to be using this is, as you can see, I just scripted here. I did a little thing for the to-dos over there. I wrote down, here's my tracker. Projects I've got going on, my sleep, notes next. I might change things up a little bit, but basically in the very beginning of this, like I said, I have this set up, and this is the blog and YouTube. So when I'm finished with this, I can make another one back here. And this is my setup. I have broken it down to what I consider to be the basics, and I'm really hoping that this works for me. You should have seen this. It would barely close before. I had 6 inserts in here, and I've broken it pretty much down to 4 because I don't really count that little pocket calendar. It actually goes in my purse, but I stuck it in here because it was on the desk and I need to put it in the purse. I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching, and I'll do an update at the end of this week to let you know how it went. Bye.